Hi there, welcome to our channel. Today is your first day visiting us, so seeing this face, you're highly welcome. And for those that have been around, thank you for your support and love, right? We always do try to pray for each other. Thank you. Uh, Today we'll talk about heavy menstrual bleeding in women. Well, menstruation, to begin with, is the shedding of the uterine lining in women. But most of the times, some changes do occur because of hormonal imbalance, and it usually causes heavy bleeding at the end of the day. In some cases, uh, in most cases, the cause is always unknown because there's so many reasons related to heavy bleeding. But the most common one is imbalance in hormones in women, and it do differ from woman to woman. It really do varies from different women, and the symptoms or signs of bleeding can always be different. We do feel those things differently. There's some women that actually start with abdominal pains. We have cramps or swelling breasts or loss of appetite or gain of appetite. Some women do lose weight, some gain weight, so it varies from woman to woman. Okay. In a normal menstrual cycle, a balance between the hormones estrogen and progesterone regulates the buildup of the lining, the uterus, as the endometrium, which is the shedding during menstruation. Now, if a hormone imbalance occurs, the endometrium develops excessively, which sheds now eventually like the heavy bleeding. So we should always try now to balance those hormones to prevent that excessive bleeding during our period. And today I will just give some tips on how we can manage to balance those hormones using diet. Right, we are not going into the medical part of it. The doctors will help us when things go out of hands, but now we'll just learn how we can manage our system, manage the hormones, balance them using just diet. First, every woman should make it a routine to eat a fresh fruit, a bowl of fresh fruit actually every single day. Make it a habit. Even if you find yourself in a season where fruits are not common, fruits are not really available, try that you eat one or two, oranges, whatever is available in that season. Make sure that you consume some in the morning, because fruits are packed with a lot of vitamins, a lot of calcium, minerals, fibers, and those are the things that we do shed out that we lose each time we are menstruating or during our period. We lost a lot of nutrients and vitamins. So it is just left for us to replenish them with the fresh fruits and vegetables, rather than wait till when you are at the verge of maybe an excessive bleeding, then they start transfusing blood or you're drinking tablets left and right. Okay, so the first thing I will be giving out today is turmeric and milk. Now you mix hot turmeric, hot milk. Just mix 1 spoon of turmeric powder, 1 spoon of honey, stir it very well and drink it overnight. I call it the golden tea. It's perfect. We all know how good turmeric is. It's so rich with medicinal values. It is packed with that. Milk as well has calcium, like a lot of calcium. When you mix the two, it helps in regulating the hormones. So mix that and drink it before you go to bed. Okay. Then as well as you can mix take a handful of fresh turmeric, just grate it, mix with lemon juice, a kind of 2 spoons of lemon juice, and you consume it, drink it like tea. It still helps. We all know lemon has a lot of vitamin C. It's packed with vitamin C. It's packed with fibers. So when you mix that with turmeric, it gives a whole build up. So much. All right. The second, date. Date is rich in calcium. It's rich in iron, rich in fiber, and it does help not only balance the hormones, but to balance our energy level. You know how sweet dates are, and the sweet is natural, nothing added to it. So when you consume them during your menstrual period, it helps in regulating, balancing your hormones, as well as giving you the energy you will lose at that period. You know how weak we go, how slow things can be. Your hormones are everywhere, that just work also. Consume dates and it will take you a long way, right? All right. The third, it's a whole mixture now. Can mix grind cloves, grind dry ginger, and grind cinnamon. Just mix the three. You can look for a bowl, grind this together and store, so that each time you want to consume, you will not have to stress yourself up to go grinding. But when you had grind and stored, it will be easy to make tea with it every morning. All of these things do have calcium. They are packed with iron, minerals. So when you consume them day to day, just try to replace them with coffee or Lipton, or people like us that cannot live with Lipton. Try to replacing them with it, something healthy, something that will actually help you along the line. Okay. All right. Fourthly, we have aloe vera. This is good in regulating and balancing our hormones. In turn, will regulate the period when time comes, right? Okay, we need just 2 spoons of aloe vera gel, fresh one. Go in for the one that is really matured, because when you go in for that, you can be able to extract a lot of gel from it. But the fresh ones, the young ones, will not really have enough gel that you can use for maybe 3 days. So always go in for the old ones that are matured. They will produce a lot of gel. All right, you mix just 2 teaspoons of the gel, 2 eating spoons actually, of aloe vera gel, mixed with a spoon of honey. Just stir very well and consume it. 3 days to your menstrual period. Just consume every morning for 3 days. It will help in regulating your system, right? Right. A woman should always make it a habit to eat products that had a lot of calcium. Consume milk and its products. Eat a lot of vegetables, especially leafy vegetables and root vegetables. Beetroot is just the best. It gives some kind of balancing, and it replenish the blood that we lose every month. Beetroot, carrots, those sweet potatoes is superb. And not even, if you like, you boil. If you like, you just get the raw, wash it very well and chew it like that. It is packed with calcium. I don't think there's anything that can actually measure the amount of calcium that it has, like sweet potatoes. Okay, so always make sure that you consume it all the time. It's just perfect. So we should always make sure that we include vegetables and fruit in our diet. If the children don't like it, when you reach a certain age, you are bound to just like it. Consume it for your sake. Don't do it for some other person. You are doing it now for you. It is the me time. Okay? Yeah, tell your children it's the me time. Prepare your vegetables, prepare your salad, and consume them. In whatever thing that they are eating, let them go ahead and do it. But make sure you consume fruit, consume vegetables, all right? Especially carrot, cabbage. Those things go a long way to help you as you grow older in age. As a woman, when you clock 35, things start going backwards. You are not growing. You are not developing things anymore. Things are not happening like a young girl of 15 years. We are losing things. There's a hormonal imbalance. We lose the iron during bleeding every time. So minerals are being lost each time we menstruate. So we should always try to balance it up. Okay. All right. The fifth, I call it the sitting cycle. Oh, the menstrual cycle has its phase. There is the 14th phase, which is the follicle phase, and then we have the lacting phase. Now, the first 1 to 14 days is between the menstrual cycle and the ovulation period. During this time, it's a must. You must consume 1 to 2 tablespoons of ground flax seeds and ground pumpkin seeds. It's a must. So make them available at home. We have them in the markets. Go to our local markets and just buy and keep. When you buy them in bulk, it's cheaper also. Try to always get them available. Now the next 15 to 20 days, this is between the ovulation to the menstrual cycle. Make sure that you consume a spoon, 1 to 2 tablespoons of ground sesame seeds and 1 to 2 tablespoons of sunflower seeds. We do still have this in the market. Maybe back in Africa, sunflower seeds may be a little bit scarce, but we still have them in the market. It will just be a little bit expensive, but we do. They are in the market available for us. Just consume this. It's either you grind, mix it like tea and drink, or you make sure that you include it in the food that you cook. But make sure you consume this food along the line. When your menstrual cycle comes, you will see that it is not heavy because the hormones are balanced. Naturally, those things that you consume, they really do help to balance the system, to manage your period. So when it comes, it will not be heavy, which means you will not lose a lot of blood, you will not lose a lot of calcium, the iron will not be lost that much. They will go, but it is not like when it is heavy, right? So please, always do it. Make it your best. Put your effort in consuming those things. That's the only way you can save yourself maybe for some future operation that's coming, right? Or some complications. The grandmother comes up when you go and your gynecologist start telling you that this, that, and that. We can always prevent those days or maybe delay some of those decisions that come to our life before. All right. While you are at it, feeding yourself with all the nutrients, balancing your system, your nutrients with everything that you need, make sure you take a lot of rest. Avoid doing anything heavy. Avoid doing heavy exercises. For those that do yoga, there are yoga that you can do to help ease the flow, right? And drink a lot of warm water in the morning. First thing in the morning during your menstrual period. It helps in blood circulation, but do your best to rest. And then when to visit the doctor. when your periods have become too heavy, when you change maybe 2 parts in an hour, that is when you move to the doctor, right? You don't stay back and bleed to death. Visit your doctor immediately. Or when you start bleeding, like maybe 2 times a month, or within your menstrual cycle, do visit your doctor for immediate assistance. Or when you bleed when you are already menstruating during your menopause, or in between your menopause, you visit your doctor. Then taking fruits and vegetables might not really be of help if you sit at home. Seek your doctor, get his advice, and then you can continue eating healthy and looking more beautiful every day, right? Okay? Thank you for your time. I just do believe that we'll learn 1 or 2 things. For the men, you have sisters and wives and girlfriends. You can as well just help them with this information. So don't forget to share, right? Give us a thumb up, ring our notification bell, and visit our Facebook page, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Twitter. Until next time, stay healthy.